won't. Am I really so untrustworthy that you can't?
No, that's not it. I didn't want to bother you if it was something I could handle alone. You spent all this extra time working. I didn't want to trouble you. It seemed like you were already so busy and tired, I just couldn't do it.
How am I the one who seems too tired when you can't even tell when I get home? If this is how it was going to end up, I never should have even given you the opportunity to study in the first place.
All right, so episode number 10 of My Happy Marriage. Let's talk about it. So here's the thing. This is one episode that clearly, to me, is one of those things to where, like, I wish that... And it's hard to say this, too, because typically what happens is on Netflix, right? I just want to focus on Netflix for 2 seconds. On Netflix, when we get shows in batches, what I mean, like, we get a show uploaded to Netflix, and it's a full, complete season. In the anime world, at least, it typically means that that show has already been televised in Japan on a weekly cadence for, you know, at some point, months. And then it gets batched into Netflix, and then you get all 12, 13, 24 episodes, whatever it is, all at once. What rarely happens with Netflix, and I think I have seen this in the case of, damn, there was one anime out there. You know, it doesn't matter. I have seen this in the past before of an anime that gets uploaded to Netflix in US and in Japan in one batch, and there wasn't any pre-existing episodes that have launched anywhere in the world. That's a very rare thing, but it's one of the things I wish happened with My Happy Marriage, considering it is Netflix funded, is I wish that they batched it all at once. And the reason I want to say that is because episode 9 was the most transitional episode yet, right? They have Satori, or Satori, whatever his name is, got introduced last week. You know, he was introduced before, of like, Miyo. You know, he was introduced before, but last week he became evident when he caught her or whatever. And then this week picks up from that. And then the episode ends with Mr. Kudo going after him with Miyo in tow to go be like, yo, I'm gonna go F this dude up. We're gonna find the truth. So really the middle between of that was just Kudo and Miyo getting closer, and really, you know, pulling out of her or yanking out of her that she's not being completely forthright, and him learning that she's not forthright, not because she doesn't trust him, but because she doesn't want to, in her mind, she doesn't want to be a burden, as he's done so much for her already. She doesn't want to, like, be a thorn in his side. He doesn't quite conceptualize that yet, which is just simply putting himself in her shoes and understanding, like, what little she has to offer from her point of view to him is she doesn't want to add one more thing to lose any solvents that she has. If she has this much to offer, she doesn't want to diminish it down, right? She has this much. She doesn't want to diminish it down by being a thorn in his side, by voicing a ton of different frustrations or what she's being plagued with. But on his side, she doesn't quite get, like, he really cares and loves and wants to be there and wants to be a crutch and will drop things at work and will, you know, he will make her a priority. She doesn't quite conceptualize that yet either. So it's these two sides that just honestly, because they're new to each other, they just really don't understand each other's feelings quite yet, but they're going to get there. And that's really what all this episode was a setup for the next thing. So, you know, if I flash back to 2 minutes ago when I started the video, it's like I really wish that Netflix had batched this out so we could kind of watch it all at once, because episode 9, there's not much to say there outside of this Satori guy or whatever being introduced and going after Miyo and telling us, the viewer, that, you know, she's the most special being on Earth, essentially, and there's something, you know, hidden deep inside her, which was probably passed down from her mother, and that's the reason her mom probably ran away, is, you know, to get married, is to not be this vessel for whatever they're trying to do. And now it got passed down to Miyo. Miyo's going to be this vessel for whatever the hell it is. And this Satori guy is completely made up and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to learn a bunch of other things before the end of the season. But episode 9 just didn't really move the needle that much. All it did was move the needle in a sense of, you know, having Miyo and Kudo understand each other a little bit more. And then this Satori guy kind of being in there, and his reality of, like, being a figment of Kudo needing to know who the hell this dude with the fake name is and what Miyo means to him and everything. And he's going to pull it out by force. So, overall, episode 9, it was fine. It was good. It just was very like the most mediocre of the season so far, and it's because it was a pure transitional episode to get us to the next. You know, it really was that kind of episode that was more flatlined before we get that heartbeat back with episode 10. So, anyways, let me know what you guys thought about episode 9. Fantastic anime. I love this show. But episode 9, just, you know, again, if you put it in a ranking from episode number 1 through 9, I would say this one, and I think it was episode 5, maybe. The one after Kudo attacked the Saimoris, whatever episode that was, maybe 7 or 6, whatever. I would say that this is like the worst, and then you have that episode, and then everything else kind of falls into place there. But overall, the show to me is still a 9 out of 10. So I think, you know, easy 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars, 9 out of 10, however you want to, you know, put those numbers in there. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you guys next week or whenever I get to it to publish another video. All right, friends. Bye.